will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Brooklyn Beats and the Columbus Aviators. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
First and 10, here's Murray. And his first look is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. From the gun, Murray. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10.
First down.
Now Murray again. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The 20. Touchdown! DK Metcalf, 79 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Aviators 7, Beats nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First down, Brooklyn.
Now Murray. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Jones on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. It's a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it. And occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Murray's going to keep it on the option. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Third to throw is Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They do go for it. It's Murray dancing to his left. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14 beats nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp. Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On 3rd down, Murray flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Murray. That ball complete to Isabella.
Murray's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Murray. Out to his left. He may try and run for the... Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And this is picked up by the defense. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Jones. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. It is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. Toward the pylon, caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Chandler.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and get things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it.
Number 43.
First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find Isabella. And all the way in for the touchdown. Andy Isabella, 58 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the
training staff takes a peek. We'll take a break. Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a two-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And the Hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He's got 4 left. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. That 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To try again after the sack. Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
A gain of 10 yards, and it's 3rd down.
A final shot before half from Murray. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They'll throw again on second down. This one's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there. First down.
Hey. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 10 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script this.
And that's caught inside the 35. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. And they rattle off a big one, and even 70 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. They'll roll him, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14.
Score Aviators 28, Beats 14. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And look at this, they come right back with a big shot downfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 34.
And 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Throwing Jones. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup of 38. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pulls it in, and a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
That's the second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones, and that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. We'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So Jones will depart, and on is Chandler Catanzaro for the Giants field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not...
Miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Catanzaro now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Aviators 45, Beats 14.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Pulls it in at the 13. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Carrier
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jones on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run with Barkley. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the defense. They find some open field here, and he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So the huge pass play had them set up at the 1-yard line, and then they cash in the very next down.
Yeah, the points went up on the board, but the pass play, that was what got them in position. Long way downfield. Might have demoralized the defense just a little bit. They were able to punch it over the goal line the very next snap.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. From the gun, Murray. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there. 41 yards. They'll buy some time right. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and goal. Murray, and it's caught. Touchdown. Andy Isabella with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
For the extra point.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, Park.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, You're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run the offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd and 9.
From the gun, Jones. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Well, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Today's final score, Aviators.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How